Good morning, guys. So at the moment I'm heading to the hospital. So Ellen stayed in overnight with the twins and I stayed home with Emily. So today's going to be a bit of a busy day because today we move out of our Airbnb where we're currently staying and we're going to move to our new accommodation. And there's still a little bit to do because for those of you that had a toddler before, you'd know that they just make mess everywhere they go. So at the moment, we're just packing and just tidying a few things up. So this walk to the hospital, it's actually gorgeous. We're just walking through a park at the moment and it takes roughly about 20 to 25 minutes to walk from our Airbnb to the hospital. So guys, I've just made it here to the hospital and Ellen's just been filling me in with what's been happening this morning. So a little recap on yesterday. So Max had his central line come out. That was the IV that he had in his neck, and he had his gastric nasal tube come out. So now he's solely breastfeeding, so no bottles and no nasal gastric tube feeds. And this morning Max had a chest x-ray. Now that's to check any excess fluid buildup in his chest, and at this moment they're saying that no news is good news, so they'll only let us know if there's an issue.
But we haven't had a doctor come around for to tell us anything at all today. So
being Sunday, there's a lot less staff and doctors in the hospital.
They don't do their usual rounds.
Yeah. So it's just a fairly chilled out day for everyone here. Even when you're walking through the hospital downstairs, there's only 2 little cafes open and there's just no one around. But it's just so handy having this guy not hooked up to any of the monitoring with cords or anything. We can walk around the room with him, and that's just so convenient. So this morning we also had our surgeon pop in just to check on Max. So he was just having a look at his chest, and he said that he's healing up nicely and he's really happy with that. He also checked in with you, Ellen.
Yeah, he just asked if I was coping, but at the time I was tandem breastfeeding and Leo was cracking it because that's what Leo does, and he's just making sure I was okay. But yeah, all good. It's just I don't have a breastfeeding pillow here, so trying to make do with just pillows and also with just the fact that Leo is obviously struggling a little bit with reflux, so trying to But yeah, I'm coping.
So what else is happening?
So they said that because Max is only really here now for to establish feeding and to make sure he's gaining weight, that he can come off the little portable monitoring pack as well. So we'll probably take that off in a minute because she just said wait till he wakes up and he's awake, ready for his feed. So we'll take that off. He's got a little band-aid which we'll clean up and take off as well. So really he's going to have nothing on him shortly. They said if Charles and I aren't in the room, they'll just put the little probe on his foot so they can keep an eye on him outside there. But apart from that, we're just really here to get him ready to go home.
Yeah.
Which should hopefully make our stay at the Women's and Children's
very short,
like one night, and we should be home. So by the sounds of things, we're going home this week.
That's some fantastic news, so we can just go back to normal life, just get these guys in a routine and go on with things as normal.
Hopefully have a few days with Charles at home, because obviously he's still struggling with pain and things like that, so I'm going to need help with like Panadol and just, I guess, adjusting to not having a nursing team helping me.
Yeah.
And then, we'll get used to, I guess, normal life where you're back at work.
Yeah. So guys, now we're here at the old B&B. We're grabbing all of our stuff and we're going to move it to the new Airbnb. And hopefully it doesn't take that long, and hopefully we can get it all in one taxi. Nice to see Ellen pushing her baby around. I'm not even joking. It took a minibus and then 4 trips from the lobby upstairs to bring all of our luggage up. Man, that was some hard work. Now, we can relax. Not really. We've still got to go back to the hospital and look after Max. So now we're heading back to the hospital. So guys, we're here back at the hospital after moving Airbnbs, just getting both the boys settled for the night. I'm just about to leave and head back to the Airbnb and just make sure that Emily's settled. So we're about 95% confirmed that we're going to be going home on Tuesday. So it was decided that Kathy was going to fly home tomorrow. So she's got everything booked and ready to go. And because we'll be flying home with both the boys, Emily can't fly home free just sitting on our lap. So she's going to fly home with Kathy. Because she's under 2 years old, she can just fly free and sit on a passenger's lap. And we're going to have both the boys. So she's going to be flying home with Kathy, which means she'll be flying home tomorrow and we'll be flying home Tuesday. So
well, we don't know when we're flying home. Potentially could be tomorrow afternoon. I highly doubt it because the cardiac coordinator in Adelaide needs to organise things. But we didn't want Mum and Emily to be stuck behind us. We'd rather them back home in Adelaide getting back into a routine. Emily can go back to childcare on Tuesday, which I think she's really missed.
Yeah, but not only that, like if your mum and Emily are back in Adelaide, there's a lot more support around for them. I mean, you've got your siblings, my siblings, parents and stuff like that, and it makes more sense to have Emily at home for a day before we get there and not the other way around if we went home Monday and then they stayed back till Tuesday. So that's why we planned it that way. I mean, it's not ideal because we don't want to be separated from Emily for a day, but with how we've had to book things, we don't know when we're booking things, and the hospital do that for us, and we had to book Kathy's flights home, so that's why we did it that way.
So tomorrow as well, Max is getting his stitches out, but at this point we're pretty much just here waiting. Max is able to demand feed, and we're not weighing him before and after feeds anymore, which is awesome. It's going to make tonight so much easier.
Yeah, it means a lot less work overnight.
Yeah, and just it's nice to, because sometimes I'm holding off feeding him a little bit because it's a lot of hassle, buzzing the nurse, or like if the scale's there I could go ahead and do it, but sometimes it's not, and it's good, it's like I got a bit more control with him. Hopefully that rolls over into women's and children's and do much the same thing, and then home hopefully on Wednesday.
Yeah, so fingers crossed that we won't be in the women's and children's for too long. We can be back home as soon as possible.
And at this point too, he's not even on Panadol. It's more demanding.
Yeah.
Like, if he seems like he really needs it, he'll get it. But if he doesn't, then he's going without. And
yeah,
I think all of these are signs that show the hospital that, he's ready to go home.
Yeah. All right, guys. So that is the end of today's vlog. So if you're pregnant with twins, if you have twins, if you're a parent of a heart kid, or you're just interested to see what we have going on, look out for the upcoming videos. Better yet, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you want to donate to Heart Kids, we'll have the link in the description below. Thank you for making it to the end of the video, and we'll see you in the next one. We'll be going home on Tuesday. So you went,
I did. You're so paranoid.
No,
like, you're the most paranoid person in the world, honestly.
No, play the tape back.
I didn't.
Alright, so no, let's start again. So at this point,
Yeah, I did that one. I own that one.
and or is it because we're gonna, yeah, no, let me start that again.
You know, like, that's waiting for me, and you keep hindering how long I get to eat it.
Kathy, oh, at this point. So that's some fantastic news because, you know, so guys, we're here back at